But there's more to Kanye West. Let's take a look.
West has been temporarily barred from Twitter and Instagram after posting an anti-Semitic comment over the weekend.
Both platforms say the artist turned fashion designer turned controversial figure's remarks violated company policy. In the since removed post, West said that he, quote, was going DEFCON 3 on the Jewish people. It is just the latest in a string of controversial remarks West has posted on social media. It's unclear how long his account will be locked. To discuss this, David Mack is here. He's a senior reporter at BuzzFeed and joins us now for more. David, can you just, first of all, tell us about the process that Twitter takes into account to lock an account? I mean, it's faster for a celebrity with that many, millions of viewers, but there's a lot of hate on social media that goes unchecked.
Well, that's right. All these social media companies have policies in terms of what you can and can't say on their platforms. Of course, they have hate speech policies as well. This tweet clearly went against that. It was clearly and blatantly anti-Semitic. What happens is usually users will report the tweet and then a moderator will review it. And of course, as you said, for high-profile accounts like this one, there's a lot of pressure to do it quickly, but also a lot of pressure to get the decision right as well. So initially what we saw on Saturday night was this tweet was up for a little bit, and then there was a banner placed over the top of it, which said that the account, this tweet rather, had violated the rules and wasn't being displayed. And then when I spoke to Twitter yesterday morning, a Twitter spokesperson told me that Ye's account had been completely locked altogether temporarily.
David, this is not the only issue Kanye has had with social media. Fill us in about another issue that was going on with Instagram.
Yeah, the funniest part about that was that he said DEFCON, even though what he meant was DEFCON.
I was.
Just found out this was all a stunt. He just had new Yeezys just drop after the interview. Go ahead. Put on the fucking new Yeezys if you want to sound like a clown. Go ahead. You want to defend Kanye West on the timeline now? Go ahead. Put your shoes on. Put the new Yeezys on. Wait. Is it anti-Semitic, though? I don't even understand what he was trying to say. Bro, he said he's going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews. If that's not anti-Semitic, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. No, literally, like, what could he have said? What does DEFCON even mean? Yeah, I mean, I think he just wanted to, he was trying to say DEFCON 3 or DEFCON 1. Like, he was saying, like, I'm going to go balls to the wall. You throwing out your Yeezys? I've never owned Yeezys. I never liked Yeezys. I wasn't a fan of the Yeezy. The boots were all right, but no, I don't have any Yeezys. No. All right, let's see. That's DEFCON 3 for me, honestly.
Well, that's right. It's been an eventful few weeks for him, obviously, since he was at Paris Fashion Week earlier this month. He was warring with an editor at Vogue there. Very publicly, he was using Instagram to harass this woman, so much that Vogue themselves put out a statement defending her and kind of calling his behavior unacceptable. And then he was using Instagram he uploaded an image of a text.
What do you mean he looks very Australian? It's Boy Boy.
Message he'd sent Sean Puff Daddy Combs, in which he implied that Puff Daddy was being controlled by Jewish people. That was taken down. Instagram took that down. They confirmed that, and they confirmed also.
Yeah, that was pretty fire. Does anyone have that? That's just like complete bananas mode, okay? Does anyone have the fucking DMs? He just went bananas mode. He went full blown sicko mode. It almost makes it worse. He thinks it's called Death Con. Yeah, I think it does make it worse. Yeah. Send me an address. Let's stop playing these internet games and don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love. This ain't a game. I'm gonna use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. Now you're gonna get you some business. And he said Jesus is Jew. What? Someone in the chat said, we are inside the mind of a gray name, and you are so right. This is how, like, the most unhinged haters of mine operate. This is how they feel. This is how they operate. This is how they conduct themselves. You are peeking into their mind, their mental space. Especially at the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break, and they lose it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not subscribed. But, of course, if you don't want to lose your access, if you want an uninterrupted broadcasting experience, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. By connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get one free Prime subscription a month. I'm not going to lie. Borlo, thank you for the 5. Get the subs. Maybe this is fucked up to say or admit, but I'm going to say it anyway. I low-key wanted to hear what he was going to say. And anyone that says that they did not want to hear what he had to say is like lying a little bit. Like before he got banned. Like they kind of saved him. Because I kind of wanted to know how deep that rabbit hole goes. Like what level of like mania he's in or what level of radicalization he's at. And it's this weird, insidious, morbid curiosity that I had, this morbid fascination that I had where I was like, maybe my brain is so broken. I probably. But like in a very guilty way, I just kind of wanted to know, like, what's he going to say? Right, yesterday called Kanye West anti-Semitic because he is and people lost their minds. Today, Kanye West tweeted this. Twitter deleted for violating the terms, promoting a radical black Hebrew Israelite conspiracy that the theory of the real Jews are black. I'm a bit sleepy tonight. By the way, I do want to point out that I was first to kind of leak this before anyone else ever did. Some of the old heads probably remember this, but I told you guys before some information that I was not at liberty to discuss, but now I feel a little bit more confident. Talk about it that like Kanye West had a black Israelite arc when he was in, I think, where was he? Was he in Uganda? With a bunch of other people. And I did not want to out my friends or anything like that, but he definitely was going down that route, which he had stopped for a while. So I thought maybe he, got better. But he definitely did do that. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going to Death Con 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. Literally not a racist theory that Jesus looked closer to black, by the way, like hair, like wool, bronze skin. Brother, we know. We know. That's not what this is. This is different. We know Jesus wasn't fucking blonde with blue eyes, you know, and a white guy. The real truth that is being suppressed is that Jesus was a Turk. Yes, that's true. Kanye was going to say the same old speech Hoteps and Black Israelis have been saying about Jewish people for decades. Trust me, you don't want to hear that stupidity. Yeah, I mean, it's this is beyond these rants go beyond like his manic attack, okay? These rants go way beyond his manic attack. Because like it's not like he was in a manic state when he learned about all this and decided to read further into it and decided to believe it. You know what I mean? Or maybe he was, but it obviously made permanent. It basically became information that he truly believed and held close to, or closely associated with. Anyway, like bipolar people don't become anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? That's not a thing. Like your condition, if you are surrounded by people who you know, take advantage of your vulnerability, will push you to champion a certain kind of ideology, maybe. But it's not like it's singularly responsible. Okay. I mean, he's also narcissistic too. I'm bipolar. I became an anti-white racist C-word user, so maybe it's possible. Yeah, see, that's my fault. Ever cover the foam pit stuff? No, not yet.
Also, that they locked his account there as well. And this his locking of his Instagram account appears to be what prompted him to go to Twitter for the first time in a couple of years. He hasn't used that platform. And he posted a photo of himself, an old photo with Mark Zuckerberg, who is, of course, the CEO of Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, in which he seemed to sort of complain that he was being locked out of his account. And then, of course, not long after that, we got the tweet about Jewish people.
Yeah, and not to mention that sweater also that had been making the rounds around social media where he had a sweater that said "White Lives Matter." Twitter has been, of course, embroiled in controversy over its purported sale to Elon Musk. And of course, when this happened on Twitter, one of my first thoughts is, if Elon Musk owned Twitter right now, would Kanye be locked out? I mean,
oh, dude, he wouldn't. And it would have been, I shouldn't say anything else, okay? But like, we would have known what DEFCON 3 means, okay? Which in a weird way, like I described already, like I have this morbid fascination and I kind of want to know. And I also would like to hear Trump's take on the matter too. I'm brain broken. I'm sorry. I recognize that I'm brain broken, but also that would be kind of tight. I would like to know. I would like to know personally. I also legitimately think that others also would like to know, but they're too afraid to admit it, kind of. How come just once that tweet about Jewish people could reference a nice thing? No, it definitely wasn't a reference to nice things. Nobody says I'm going DEFCON 3 on any particular minority, marginalized community, and then follows it up by they're wonderful people. You know what I mean? Musk is such a loser. Oh yeah, he was like, "Welcome back to Twitter, my friend. Look at this, Mark. How you gonna kick me off Instagram?" I saw this. 1 million likes. Oh man.
I mean, one thing that people, when they talk about free speech, they kind of don't realize these are private platforms. This is not,
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's good. He was going to say how he thinks the Jews that run the world are doing a good job, actually. Yeah. He's like, DEFCON 3. He's like, Jews run the media, but also they're doing a great job. See? A little bit of both. You know what I mean? A little bit of anti-Semitic conspiracies, but also saying like, well, they're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Yeah. That's why it's 3 and not 5 or 1, whichever one's the worst one. I don't know which one the worst one is. Yeah. 1 is the worst one? Okay, yeah. That's literally Trump's view on Jewish people? Yeah. It's true. Yeah, that actually is Trump's. That you did describe Trump's opinion perfectly. Why should I listen to you when you watch Fox News and PewDiePie? True.
First Amendment protected. These companies can choose to ban hate speech and lock out its users. But what do you think, David? Do you think that Elon would allow this kind of language from Kanye on the platform?
Well, that's certainly the big question mark hanging over the entire takeover, isn't it, as well? There's a lot of Twitter users and Twitter staff as well who would like to know the answer to that question. Elon's been very clear that he believes that, the moderators have gone too far in many instances. And ironically, of course, about 12 hours before Kanye posted this hateful anti-Semitic screed, Elon Musk himself welcomed Kanye back to Twitter and sort of replied to that photo of Mark Zuckerberg that I referenced earlier and saying, welcome back, my friend. So certainly that's a big question, and one that Elon is going to have to grapple with as he potentially becomes the new boss. Will he allow something as hateful and clearly anti-Semitic as saying DEFCON to the Jews to remain on this platform?
So many questions remain, especially surrounding maybe Kanye's mental state right now. It actually seems
Come on, man. I need to know so bad. I just do. I mean, I don't really give a shit whether a a bunch of rich guys and shareholders and whatever owns Twitter versus Elon Musk, it's just going to suck anyway. But I do know that they are going to, Elon Musk is going to be even worse.
I was blown away by Kanye West. I really was.
It was fascinating. This was an unvarnished, authentic.
We've rarely heard a man speak so honestly and so movingly about what he believes.
Kanye West is wise. Yeah. He's unique, and certainly he's fearless.
He's a very important voice.
There's such authenticity to that it just makes me want to hear more.
Speaking truth to power.
You think Fox News will cover the DEF CON shit, or do you think they'll hit with the free speech thing? Do you think they'll defend him with no shot, right? Because I don't even think that's a line Fox News crosses all that much. Like Tucker Carlson kind of crosses it a little bit every now and then, and Coulter has crossed it. But I don't think they would do that.
Calling things out, and Kanye West does that.
He speaks truth to power.
He is one smart guy.
Is Kanye?
Ben Shapiro, Kanye sounds much more sane than virtually anybody else in public life.
I really don't care about people's response. I perform for an audience of one, and that's God.
Wow, I mean, frankly, it sounds fantastic.
Stop! Fuck, dude. Trigger warning. Ben Shapiro with the ugliest beard you've ever seen.
Frankly, Kanye sounds much more sane than virtually everybody else in public life. And again, we are a society that rewards people for twerking in thongs while being 150 pounds overweight. But if you have an artist who creates art in which people sing about God, he did that at a recent show, and where you wear a badge honoring the unborn, and where you say that you do your work on behalf of the Almighty rather than on behalf of the mewling gaggles of foolish press members who seem to be impressed mainly by transgressivism. That's the real crazy, according to the.
I really don't care.
Yeah, and then Kanye West, of course, went and got banned for this. So that was a funny little moment for Ben. Wonder what he'll have to say about that. But also, here's another defender of Kanye West, Candace Owens. Let's take a look at what she had to say.
That was the tweet. And people subsequently demanded that the tweet be taken down for anti-Semitism. Now, if you are an honest person.
Oh my God, is she going to be like, if you're an honest person, you want to know what DEFCON 3 means, right? Please, Candace, she's about to say, Hitler just wanted to make Germany great. Candace, Hitler just wanted to MAGA Germany. Owens.
You did not think this tweet was anti-Semitic. You did not think that he wrote this tweet because he hates or wants to genocide Jewish people. This does not represent the beginning of the Holocaust. That's if you're an honest.
Wait, what? Dude, how did the conversation get to that point? How have we gotten to the point where like anti-Semitism is when you're doing the Holocaust? That's crazy. Okay? Anti-Semitism is not when you're just like, being anti-Semitic, being anti-Jew for no reason. It's if you, this is literally the equivalent. This is worse, actually. That white supremacists always will say, oh, how can you say someone is racist? They didn't literally say the N-word, right? This is worse than that. It's like, how could you say they're anti-Semitic? They didn't literally murder Jewish people. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. How many videos have these fucking freaks cut about like AOC, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, not even talking about Jewish people, but instead about Israel? Like, they don't even talk about Jewish people as a whole. They talk about the actions of a state, right? And people will go, wow, they're so anti-Semitic. That's so fucked up. Kanye West literally is like, bro, listen, DEFCON 3 on the Jews tomorrow is going to drop. And Candace is like, well, technically, he's not directly murdering Jewish fathers right now. So how could you say he's anti-Semitic?
Person, you'll meet that. You will admit that, right? If you're an honest person, when you read this tweet, you had no idea what the hell he was talking about. I had no idea.
What? Yeah, we didn't, but no. What is she about to say? DEFCON 3 actually means something good? Is she about to say that? Because that's fire. I love that.
When I read this tweet, what the hell he was talking about. This tweet inspired questions, not answers. First and foremost.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, he was doing discourse. Candace Owens be like, final solution? Who knows what the final solution means? I mean, really? People say Arbat Mahfrai is a bad word, but technically, work is very important to life. That's a really important fundamental. When people say the Jewish question, they're just simply asking questions. They're doing more free speech. Yeah. You guys don't understand. The Jewish question is not about, the Holocaust or killing Jewish people. It's actually just discourse. That's crazy.
What is DEFCON 3? Did he mean DEFCON 3, which would be a military defense position, not an offense for those of you that are...
Let's go! She said Kanye was trying to defend Jewish people. Oh, no. It's so wonderful that I didn't get to this clip until I made all the jokes that I could. Because every single joking defense that I had over Kanye West's like DEFCON 3 tweet, Candace Owens is unironically saying as a defense. That's awesome.
Are offended, a military defense position. Is he tweeting this because he's reading the Newsweek headline calling him an anti-Semitic? Is he angry because he can't believe that he's not free to talk about people in his life who...
Wait, no shot. Is she saying the Jews? Did she just say Kanye West is just angry at the Jews because the Jews won't let him say what he wants? What the fuck? What the fuck? No shot. Did I misunderstand what you just said? Stop.
Position? Is he tweeting this because he's reading the Newsweek headline calling him an anti-Semitic? Is he angry because he can't believe that he's not free to talk about people in his life who happen to be Jewish, right? Without...
Oh my God. What? Dude, this is Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire, by the way. Like, she's literally doing this at Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. This is incredible stuff. It's not anti-Semitic. He just hates every Jew he knows of. No, but it's also, this is kind of like the Keemstar defense too. She might actually be a white supremacist law. What do you mean? She is 100% a white supremacist. At least she's like paid to be a white supremacist on camera. I don't care about what's in her heart. Okay? I care about what her output is. If she 100% is a white supremacist, I've never said anything other than that when referencing Candace Owens. When I say Candace Owens, I mean it. Like, she is. What did Elon Musk say? You're gonna get canceled for this? No, man. I know that there are like there are people who have gotten mad at me before in the past about shitting on Candace Owens. Like there have been people that got mad at me saying that I'm racist. I'm too comfortable shitting on Candace or whatever the fuck. But I really don't give a shit. Like I'm not gonna tailor my position. Like there are words I will not use when describing Candace Owens. Okay, words that I am not allowed or at the liberty to use. Right, and that's fine. But if we're talking about her being a white supremacist, like no, that's her role. Her role is to make other races, white people, feel comfortable with their racism because she is a black woman saying those things. You know. But yeah, that's not a thing. And also, the people that fucking get mad about that sort of shit are also the type of people that say like, "Oh, well, MLK wasn't a good guy. He was, you know, horrible to his wife." Or Frederick Douglass just wanted to, you know, abolish slavery so he could marry the white woman and shit. Like there are people that get brain broken by radlib shit. Unironically, white supremacist radlib shit and repeat those patterns. That doesn't change the reality, you know what I mean?
Out being accused of anti-Semitism? Is he saying, I'm not going to shut up and I'm going to keep tweeting and I'm going to keep calling these people out, referring to his...
Is Candace Owens a white supremacist? Yes. Does a white boy on Twitch need to tell blackface jokes to echo that point? No. No, I had to hammer that.
Friends that he feels slighted by?
If you recall what that was, if you recall what that joke was, I was saying Tommy Lauren. Candace Owens is Tommy Lauren. 2009. No, he's referencing my old tweet where I said, what was it? Like I said, Candace Owens is Tommy Lauren doing blackface. And they ate my ass up, including B-Boy Izilla. You need Pundit to defend the soundbite? Yo, your haters know a fucking crazy amount about you? No, I mean, it's touchy because it's on the line. Like, it goes either way. It's certainly true. It goes either way. I also stay away from even mentioning stuff like that now because people will take it in a way that it isn't intended to be. So I would rather not. It is on the line. It's not like it's you know, a perfectly it's not a safe tweet. Because I remember at the time people were stating that you know, you can't take away Candace Owens' blackness. Like she's actually black. Who are you, a white man, to say a black person is not black? Like, no, she is. She's a black woman. She uses that as shelter. to say white supremacist shit. But yeah, of course, if you're gonna, say racist stuff, as a black man that was a banger, the criticism was lib brain bullshit. Yeah, but there are plenty of, rad libs in every community. Would you say that the same about Ben and his Jewish ancestry? What do you mean? I've literally said that about Ben and his Jewish ancestry regularly. What are you talking about? I have. He's an Orthodox Jew who fucking LARPs as an evangelical Christian. What the fuck? Yeah. Like there is no part of Judaism that's like you can't do abortions. And he's such a fucking he's such a cuck to white evangelical Protestant Christians that he fucking acts like their lapdog. And he certainly weaponizes his identity regularly. He weaponizes his identity regularly when he's talking about anti-Semitic people like Ann Coulter, who have said anti-Semitic things, where he has literally turned around and said, well, she defends Israel, so I don't care. You know? Have you never heard of the old adage, stay out of black people's business? I think the danger is that it brings up other stereotypes about minstrel shows and saying that she herself looks and acts like that stereotype. Candace Owens is... the criticism there wasn't minstrel shows, I don't think. The criticism there was that it robs a black woman of her blackness. A white person is saying who's black and who's not is what a lot of people misunderstood my statement as. That's what it was. Also, this is like really old, not even real drama. But that's what that was about. Anyway, let's continue.
Talking about Jared Kushner and Josh Kushner. If you're a liar, you'll say, I was scared, Candace. I actually thought.
Oh, Candace Owens is saying, listen, Kanye doesn't hate all Jews. He just hates Jared Kushner and Josh Kushner, who happen to be Jews. What the fuck?
That Kanye West was going to launch a military strike in Israel. Because that's the reaction. Like when I woke up and I looked at the headlines, the reaction was like Kanye West had gotten together a military strike and it was going to go forward in the morning time in Israel. That was the reaction.
What?
Liar, you'll say, I was scared, Candace. I actually thought that Kanye West was going to launch a military strike in Israel. Because that's the reaction. Like when I woke up and I looked at the headlines, the reaction was like Kanye West had gotten together a military strike and it was going to go forward in the morning time in Israel. That was the reaction that was met with this tweet. Now, once again, I want to make this very clear. This is not a defensive tweet. This is an open question, which never seems to happen.
Yeah, dude, that's so good. Dude, what the fuck? That's so good. If Kanye West came out tomorrow and was like, Jews control the media, Candace Owens would be like, well, controlling is a really vague term, okay? Now, a lot of people will immediately say, well, that's just, that's just Nazi propaganda. Well, the Nazis did say that, but also, what if they are controlling the media? We're just asking honest questions. And he meant like they're doing a good job with that control, as a matter of fact. Perhaps.
Anymore. It's like you cannot even say the word Jewish without people getting upset. In the same way that you're not allowed to say black anymore. In the same way that if you
she says people just can't be anti-Semitic anymore without getting grilled. People can't be racist anymore without getting grilled. This is fucked up.
Talk about the struggles of Black Americans and you talked about the people in Black America, like Patrisse Cullors, the founder of Black Lives Matter, who are harnessing emotions to enrich their pockets, right?
Yeah, you can't say black anymore. That's right. That's so true. Cancel culture's gone too far. No, man. Nobody gives a shit if you say black or Jewish. They give a shit if you say racist things about black people or anti-Semitic things about Jewish people. What the fuck? Oh, man, that's good. That's some fucking fire shit right there. Straight gas. Okay, where is the... There's a new Elon tweet about Kanye. Where is it? There is no new Elon tweet about Kanye. Why do you guys keep saying Elon posted about Kanye? He hasn't. He just retweeted SpaceX. Oh, no, to the replies? Talked to Ye today and expressed my concern about his recent tweet, which I think he took to heart. Cucking the content, dude. New drama. Some old conservatives I work with at Steel Factory talk about Candace Owens all the time. Damn, buddy, she might be black, but I fucked the hell out of her. Or she's smart as hell for a black. Lamau, no exaggeration. Yeah, I mean that's basically her purpose, is for racist white people to openly still continue being racist. Also, for people saying huh or whatever, like, have you never... This is why I felt comfortable saying the C word. Because I have heard white people be very comfortable around me to a degree where they will say shit like that. Okay? It is like what that person just said is relatively typical for racist white people. Like the idea that, she's really hot for a black woman. That's like, if you go back to like 2015 on the internet, you'll hear motherfuckers say that. That was like a point of contention on older debate streams. If you remember, I had to cut commentary and debate motherfuckers on like saying, well, I don't want to fuck any black girls is actually a racist take. Some of you don't remember this because, it was far too long ago. You know what I mean? Like 2016, 2017, 2018, not even that long ago, technically, but like 2018, 2019, these were things that we were debating. Okay. And these kind of conversations still happen. See, people are still going, wait, sexual preferences are inherently discriminatory? No shit. No, brother. The entire point of it is, it's not racist as a preference. There you go. There you go. Dude, you have not met every black woman. You are out of your fucking mind to write off every black person, okay? You're insane. You're doing it right now. You're doing it in my chat. You can't shut the fuck up. You can't just like shut your mouth and stop fucking writing dumb shit for like 3.5 seconds and just learn. Calm down? What do you mean calm down? Also, these are the same people that lose their fucking minds when they even get a peep of like black Twitter discourse about like, black people dating outside of the black race. They're like, well, that's so racist. That's so fucking racist. You know what I mean? They're the same fucking people. So dumb. What about people that write off other races based on cultural differences? What cultural differences? That's just another way to whitewash your perspective. What do you mean cultural differences? Culture is oftentimes just a way to substitute away from, saying race. That's what it's used for the most part. How can you not understand it? Assuming you won't fuck anyone that is black just because of their race is actually racist. Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't know why people will say something like that. What about it if I'm racist though? Come on, dude. Chill out. Like you were so close to getting clapped up. Some of you get way too comfortable in the chat while I'm like popping off on motherfuckers. Okay, take a second off. Think about that. Or you brought up the debate lawyers earlier today when you talked about why white people can't say the N-word is over. Now you brought up that it's just a preference argument. Yeah, we completed it. We completed the age-old, like, white guys on the internet's favorite arguments. You know? You can skip to 333 on the Kanye thing. Wait, did we watch this whole thing?
Kanye trying to be a force for good? Absolutely.
Yeah. He is.
Very special intellectual renaissance. When you consider like people like Tucker or Kanye.
Kanye's genius.
I'm going to make an analogy. Kunta Kinte and Roots. They got him out on a tree and they're whipping him.
Dude, Jason Whitlock is such a fucking psycho, dude. That is an insane thing, dude. He said Kanye West saying white lives matter is like Kunta Kinte. That is literally, bro, that's JLP. That's Jesse Lee Peterson. That's Jesse Lee Peterson level. That is the highest rung of derangement. Amazing. God damn, dude. Kanye West and Dave Chappelle, is there a pattern? The industry wants both of them canceled. Black rappers and comedians are free to denigrate black people and white men in a million different ways, but there's a line they better not cross, and everybody knows it. Wait. Yo, what? Come on, Jason, elaborate. What's the line, Jason? Cross the line, Jason. What the fuck? Dude, what's going on with people? They're just openly being anti-Semitic on the timeline. It's kind of wild. All it took was for Kanye to say, I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews, for everybody to just straight up. Here's his follow-up. You can't question black entertainers' unhealthy relationship with non-religious Jewish power brokers in Hollywood. Is that clear enough for you? Oh my God. Oh, he did say it. That's crazy. The crazy thing is people still supporting Kanye heavy on Twitter. I mean, yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. Oh, well, non-religious Jewish person, are they still ethnically Jewish? This is what I was talking about. This is why it made me uncomfortable. It normalized anti-Semitism. Yeah, this is wild. People are entirely too comfortable with this. It's kind of crazy. It's also weird because, like, okay, this is crazy because, like, these same people go fucking bananas mode when anyone says anything about Israel that is critical, right? But then they openly are like, yeah, Jews are fucking controlling the media. Like, that's insane. You're just anti-Semitic. That's the anti-Semitism. That's fucking crazy. Like, you just literally just repeated Nazi lines verbatim, okay? You just slapped on non-religious. Roy White on another level. Karl Marx was an anti-Jew who resented his paternal lineage of rabbis and took up intellectual counter-movement that rejected God, which is a rejection of the natural order. He wanted to be a European woman. If you follow him or any offshoot, you are following a white woman. What? DMs from Kanye stands are wild. This is what I get in my DMs after calling out Kanye. He told no lies. At the end of the day, Jewish people run the world. The best way to oppressors operate is pretending to be oppressed. Hitler was an actor and a Jewish film director. What the fuck? Dude, I can't wait for Elon. By the way, that guy's running. That guy was running for Congress as an America First candidate against Ilhan Omar. And he's doing a transvestigation against Karl Marx. Dude, I don't know, man. Oh, I did see this one. This is the one I was thinking of. Hold on. This is it. This is it. This is literally. Oh, I see. And here I had him all wrong. Kanye isn't anti-Semitic. Y'all probably think he's just using a ton of verbiage you'll quick disregard because you don't understand what he meant. He's attempting to reveal the nasty hidden truths behind what the Jews are all about, but many people don't want to hear that. I mean, this is, well, thank you. He's literally like, Kanye West isn't anti-Semitic. I am. He said, Kanye West isn't anti-Semitic. I'm anti-Semitic and I agree with his anti-Semitism. This is... He planned on publicly criticizing people he believes are undermining him. Had he stated, I'm going to DEFCON 3 on white men, there would be no criticism, just an anticipation and excitement. He would be the toast on Twitter. Brother, of course, because whiteness is a concept of power. Okay? That's it. Whiteness is a made-up social construct that revolves around power. Jewish people, on the other hand, while still being white, for the record, for the most part, are, when they're being attacked in an anti-Semitic capacity, are not being considered white. They're non-white at that point. What the fuck? I know not all Jews are white. Shut up, lunar lights. I don't understand how people can go through the dumb argument, lol. Yeah, no, totally. No, you're right. That is a dumb argument. You own me. Thank you. There is no, there is no concept. I just made this up, right? Whiteness is not a concept built around what it isn't or its proximity to what it's not. And a concept that is historically expanded, especially in Western nations. No, I just made all that shit up. And that, people that were coming into the United States of America, as a matter of fact, were criticized as though they were non-white, even though they are now comfortably a part of whiteness, like the Irish, Italians, Greek people, Polish people, Jewish people. All of that stuff was just totally made up. There was no oppression or struggle there. And at the time when they were being criticized, or they were not being, they were being criticized on the virtue of not being considered white. Same with Latinos, as a matter of fact. Like, there's a concept of Hispanic, white Hispanic people. The solution, consider black people white? No. There's only one group of people on this planet that will never be considered white, and that's black people. Because whiteness is built around your proximity to blackness. That's where the one-drop rule comes from. Okay? There is only one group of people that will never be considered white. Every other group, including Asians as well, that can at least be brought into the in-group of power. Because historically, whiteness was based around the exclusion of black people. I've talked about this so many times. What if I'm half and half, asking for a friend? That's it. You're not white. You're half and half. Obama was half and half. It's not like they said he was another white president. He was the first black president. The one-drop rule. Indigenous peoples also face some of that same oppression as well, of not being considered white. How is not being considered white an oppression is reality? Because whiteness as a concept is built around power and those who are in the in-group of power. It's the privilege of not having to think because you're the default. That's why gamers will say, you know, oh man, this game is so political when there is a non-white actor as the default character. It's the privilege of never having to think about that. Streamers like you do more damage to people than gambling streamers. You're an instigator. No apologies. Sure seems like you want apologies right now. You little bitch. I'm an instigator who does more damage to people than gambling streamers because I describe to you accurately the historical reference points for whiteness. If legitimate history is that upsetting to you, maybe you should fucking get thicker skin, you little bitch. What the fuck's wrong with you? 3-month subscriber too. Still on this? Do you have no other content? Well, she definitely saw his cock. Lol W, lol W. Buy your Doge and Bitcoin while you can. Buy Dogecoin before Elon pumps it. Anyway. I heard you say transvestigation. Is that what it sounds like? Oh, you don't know about transvestigations? Oh, man. Oh, man. Don't worry about it. You don't want that kind of brain rot, okay? I've covered it in the past. It's, I think being a TERF, a trans exclusionary radical feminist, or being a transphobe pretty much is a diagnosable brain disorder. And it just like breaks your brain until you get to a point where you're doing transvestigations and you think everyone in your life has to prove that they're cis. Even if they fail to do so, by the way, it doesn't really matter. And they start believing that cis women and men in their lives are actually still lying and are themselves, you know, trans secretly. You're so wrong that black people can't be considered white, for example, for expels. My friend and I have 2 examples. That's not true because for years I played Xbox and I thought he was white. Also, an IRL example, my friend not really being considered white. What the fuck was this? This is cute that a 14-year-old is trying to describe to me something from his personal experience. That's nice, man. Thank you. He said, bro, you talking about white supremacist systems of oppression? You talking about the historical underpinnings of white supremacy? Let me tell you, I got a friend. Fuck that. I got 2 friends. Yeah, that's right. What's up, man? I got 3 friends. How about that? And they're fucking cooler than your friends. Checkmate. I'm black, but we're very light skinned. Let me tell you, no one ever let me be white a day in my life. Yeah, 1 drop rule. That's it. Oh, here's some